My little brother dropped a message in the family group chat Friday night. Don't come to the barbecue this weekend. My new wife says, you stink up the whole party. Mom and Dad spammed heart reactions like it was hilarious. I just typed back one word. Got it. I'm Palmer Whitlock, 35, Executive VP of Engineering at Nexra Biolabs in Raleigh, North Carolina. The company on the verge of launching a medical device worth billions. My family? They still think I'm the weird sister who just works in a lab and probably lives paycheck to paycheck. I shut the phone, flipped it face down, and kept signing off contracts that could buy our parents' neighborhood twice over. Because when people tell me I'm not wanted, I don't beg. I don't explain. I just let them find out the hard way. Saturday morning, 9:17 a.m. Blair's voice came through the speaker. Palmer, there's a woman downstairs who insists on speaking to whoever handles angel investments. She won't give her name but says it's urgent. Her husband is with her. I told Blair to send them up. The glass doors slid open exactly 1 minute and 53 seconds later. Tegan walked in first, red bodycon dress, oversized sunglasses pushed into her hair like she was about to shoot a music video. Gage trailed behind her, hands buried in his jeans pockets, eyes on the floor. They froze the moment they saw me. Tegan's sunglasses slipped and clattered against the marble. Palmer. The word came out strangled. Her gaze bounced from my face to the polished brass nameplate, then to the giant Nexra Biolabs logo dominating the back wall. You work here? Gage looked like someone had punched him in the stomach. This is your office. I stayed seated, fingers resting lightly on the desk. Executive VP of Engineering. What do you two want? Tegan recovered instantly, shock flipping into the brightest, fakest smile I've ever seen. She strutted forward, dropping a thick, glossy pitch deck like it was scripted. Oh my God. This is literally perfect. She squealed, clapping her manicured hands. I'm raising for my medical diagnostic startup, next-gen point-of-care testing. Total game changer. We need $2 million to push through FDA clearance. You're literally in the industry. You can write the check today. Gage nodded vigorously. Yeah, sis. It's a slam dunk. Family looks out for family, right? I didn't touch the deck. You showed up at my office, no appointment, on the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend asking for $2 million. Tegan's smile didn't even flicker. Exactly. Blood is thicker than water. Palmer didn't know. The word came out flat, final. Her smile vanished like someone flipped a switch. What do you mean no? Her voice shot an octave higher. You're seriously telling your own brother no? Gage stepped forward. Palmer, come on. This could set us up for life. Leave now. My words were slow, deliberate. The open-plan floor outside my glass walls went completely silent. Every engineer within 50 feet suddenly found their second monitor fascinating. Tegan's face flushed the exact shade of her dress. Are you kidding me right now? You sit in your fancy corner office making millions, and you won't help your own flesh and blood. She spun toward the glass so the entire floor could hear. This is why nobody wants you around. You're jealous that Gage finally has a real partner. And all you have is this cold, pathetic job. 2 guards appeared at my door. Ma'am, lower your voice and exit the building, the taller one said. Tegan whipped around. Do you even know who she is? That's her brother, Gage muttered, grabbing her wrist. Tegan, let's go. She ripped her arm away. No, she doesn't get to treat us like garbage. The guards moved her toward the elevator. Gage looked at me one last time, eyes wide with betrayal. You're really picking this place over us? Blair stepped in after the chaos disappeared. Your brother's wife is a special kind of special. She had flipped the pitch deck open just long enough to see the cover page. Tegan Ashford, CEO and founder. Gage wasn't mentioned once. I fed the deck into the shredder and watched the ribbons curl. My phone started vibrating off the desk before the elevator even reached the parking garage. Gage called 5 times before I answered. What do you want, Gage? I asked calmly. Do you have any clue how humiliated Tegan is right now? She's sitting in the car crying her eyes out because of you. I stayed silent, waiting. You had to call security like we're trash in front of your entire company. You're heartless, Palmer. You always have been. I sipped my coffee. Anything else? He hung up. 10 minutes later, texts rolled in. Gage, you just killed our future. Gage, Tegan hasn't stopped crying since we left. Gage, hope that big office keeps you warm at night. I muted the thread and opened my Wells Fargo app. A pre-approval alert. $480,000 personal loan. Co-signed by Palmer Whitlock. Primary borrower, Gage Whitlock. Secondary, Tegan Ashford Whitlock. They had applied at 2:14 a.m., using my social security number, old pay stubs, my exact salary, and current address. I dialed Mark, my relationship manager. Mark, there's a $480,000 personal loan in my name. Kill it. Hard denial? Fraud flag. Yes. Freeze any new applications with my info for 90 days. Confirmation email arrived 4 minutes later. Status: permanently denied. Reason: co-signer withdrawal, suspected identity fraud. Gage called immediately. I declined. He called again. Declined. Then Tegan's number lit up. You think you're so clever, don't you? She spat. Blocking our loan like a child. You used my identity without permission. It's called family support. You clearly wouldn't know anything about that. You forged my signature on a legal document. Oh please, she laughed, cold and vicious. You make millions. $480,000 is pocket change to you. Keep playing the poor victim. I'm telling mom and dad exactly what kind of selfish, greedy daughter they raised. By the time I'm finished, you'll be persona non grata at every family event for the rest of your life. You owe it, I said. Start with how you tried to steal $500,000 using my name. 3 seconds of dead air. You will regret this, she hissed. Promise you. She hung up. BY 1027. The family group chat exploded. Mom, Palmer. Did you really embarrass your brother and Tegan at your office? Mom, this is not how we raised you. She called security on us over money. BY noon. Tegan had posted a tear-soaked Instagram story about toxic relatives who only care about money and titles. Shaky video of the Nexra building included. She tagged the company account. Blair screenshotted it and sent it to legal within 30 seconds. I told legal to hold off. 80/12/43. Another alert. New joint credit card application submitted. Limit $50,000. Mark killed it instantly. I spent the next hour pulling full credit reports, placing 7-year fraud alerts, freezing my credit, and notifying every lender that no application could proceed without my direct verbal confirmation. They weren't going to stop. That was now crystal clear. A thick brown envelope appeared on my doorstep that evening. No return address. I sliced it open with a steak knife. 42 pages slid out, bound by a single black clip. The cover: Private Investigation Report. Subject: Tegan Ashford. Prepared for anonymous client. Date: May 24. Dad's handwriting jumped out before I turned the first page. A small note on the back of an old power bill. I've been suspicious for a long time. If you can handle this, please do. I'm sorry. Dad. I read every page. Tegan's previous marriage, Maverick Whitaker, drained 8 credit cards for a failed startup, left him bankrupt, max debts, new loan she opened without Gage's knowledge, social media lies, private posts, every detail meticulously documented. I reached out to Maverick. 6 minutes later. No charge. Just tell me when and where. I pulled up property records for the house Gage and Tegan lived in. Title still in my name. Mortgage fully automated from my account. Insurance in my name. I turned off autopay and emailed my attorney Monday morning with a 30-day notice to vacate. Sunday evening, 9 p.m., my SUV rolled into the driveway. Maverick Whitaker stepped out from the passenger seat, thin manila folder in hand. Gage opened the door. Palmer, what the hell are you doing here? I walked straight past him. Tegan froze mid-scroll on the couch. Maverick followed. She went pale. Mav, she whispered. Sit down, I said. She didn't. Gage did. Maverick placed the folder on the coffee table. Court-stamped bankruptcy petition, max credit cards, social media proof, loan statements. That was years ago. I was young. I made mistakes. Tegan stammered. You drained him dry, then moved on to the next one. I said calmly. Did I put down a single document? The deed to the house we were in. Recorded 2021. Owner: Palmer Whitlock. Gage went pale. Palmer, you can't. I can. All financial support ends tonight. House is mine. You have 30 days to vacate. Tegan stepped toward me, finger pointed. You evil, don't. Gage's voice cracked. You're destroying my marriage. You're destroying my life. No, I said. She did that the day she decided to use you the same way she used him. Tegan's eyes filled with tears. Real or fake? Impossible to tell. I picked up my keys. 30 days starts tonight. Maverick followed me to the door. As I stepped onto the porch, I heard Tegan scream, "This isn't over." The door closed behind us. Gage's calls started at 11:47 p.m. non-stop until sunrise. 57 missed calls, 219 texts. I never touched the green button. Monday morning, I sent the formal termination email prepared by my attorney. 30-day notice to vacate. All support ended. Wells Fargo's fraud division emailed Gage and Tegan directly, demanding repayment and warning of felony identity theft prosecution. By noon, the family group chat had turned into a war zone. Mom, Dad, Aunt Linda, everyone chiming in. I muted it and flipped the phone to do not disturb. Tegan tried one last bluff, confident she could intimidate us with drama. She didn't know. I had the evidence, the law, and the truth. And in that moment I realized, when people tell you you're not wanted, you don't beg. You plan. You wait. And then you show them exactly who's untouchable. The barbecue came and went. My family watched helpless as I sat silently at the edge, knowing the truth. And Tegan? She learned painfully that blood might be thicker than water, but only if you let it be. By the end, every lie had been exposed, every scheme blocked, and every attempt to steal from me foiled. I didn't need to yell, I didn't need to beg. I simply let the truth do the work. Palmer Whitlock doesn't get walked over. And this was just the beginning. If you walked beside me through this darkness, don't let go now. Subscribe. The next shadow already knows your name.